know what? I was out shopping the other day for some Christmas presents and I couldn't believe the price of Christmas wrapping up paper. So I've made my own. Try this. Take a black bin liner and just cut the bottom off it and then carefully insert your scissors along the edge and cut the side open. And when you open it out, you have a rather large sheet of shiny Christmas wrapping up paper. And then you can, of course, cut it to any size you want, depending on what size your presents are. Now, just take a look at that. I know what you're thinking. It's a little bit dull for Christmas, so you can brighten it up, decorate it yourself using acrylic paint. Now, you can use ordinary poster paint, but you will have to mix it with a bit of PVA glue to make it stick to the bin liner. And just take a stiff brush, or you can use an old toothbrush, dip it into your paint, and then using the spatter technique, take an old piece of cardboard and just flick little blobs of paint onto your bin liner. And look at that. I always think this should be called the splatter technique. There it is. And just cover the whole of your bin liner in these little blobs like that. And you can use different colours. I like using red and green. Good Christmassy colours, red and green. In fact, it's everywhere, isn't it, really? And there we are, flicking more paint on, more acrylic paint. And when the acrylic paint dries, it sticks to the bin liner. In fact, it's brilliant acrylic paint. It'll stick to almost anything. And the idea is to cover the whole of your bin liner in a nice thick layer of paint, blobs everywhere, and when it's finished, it should look something like that. Look at that, and I think that's a brilliant sheet of Christmas wrapping up paper. And what does it look like on the present? Look at that. I think that looks brilliant. And here's one I've done in gold and silver paint. Look at that. That's fabulous. That's really classy, isn't it? And if you haven't got any paint, try this. A coloured plastic bag. And again, you can cut it to any shape for your prezi, any shape you like. And what does it look like on the present? Well, I think that looks very posh and shiny. It looks very expensive, doesn't it? Especially when you finish it off with 4 pedal bin liners, just these flimsy white ones. Just tear them off a roll. Now, obviously, ask if you can take these before you actually tear them off. And just take about 4 of them, 3 or 4 should do it. And just wrap them around your present like that. Put the present in the middle and just scrunch the whole thing together. Bend it one way, like that, and then round the back. And then just tie a bow on the top and pull the ends of your bow out to fluff it up a little bit. And look at that. I think that looks fantastic. Of course, the big test is, what do they look like under the tree? Well, there's loads of different coloured plastic bags, different types, different sizes and different shapes, and you can turn them all into your own Christmas wrapping up paper. Try it yourself, some very expensive looking homemade Christmas wrapping up paper.